Hey guys, it's the Punk. I'm going to just go through. I did a video the other day about how me and my mates got hooked on slots, and I asked for some questions, and I said I'd do a Q&A. So I've got a few questions. There's a few in here that need longer answers that I will probably do fuller videos on. But I'm just going to fly through the ones. Lightly collects. Was it just fruit machines or other types of gambling? No, not interested in gambling at all. So I used to go for coffee for 2 or 3 times a week with my mate, and he'd always talk about poker, and he'd always talk about the horses and stuff, and football betting. And I got into Betfair a little bit, and I got into laying 0-0s on Betfair, but eventually I lost money. I've actually got a video from 9 years ago on this channel. If you search it, 0-0s where I spreadsheeted out. Fucking Messi missed a penalty at 33. The lay was 1 to 33. I'd gone from a small amount laying 0-0s, because if you actually look at a Saturday afternoon, out of all the games in England, only about 3 ever finished 0-0. So it's actually harder to pick a 0-0 than it is a score draw, which I don't know why the pools give you 3 points for a score draw. And is it a point or 2 points for a 0-0? There's actually less 0-0s. So I did a bit, but I'm not interested. To be honest, I'm not interested in gambling at all, which is weird. I like the slots and I like YouTube. And it's like I can create entertaining videos on slots, and so I do like the gamble on slots, but I like how it's not really, other than me choosing which slot machine and how much to play for and when to flip it leave. It's really no skill involved. It was just a dumb experience of escaping for a bit, but having a little bit of interest because there's money in the game, right? So that's where I think I'm at. I'm probably a degenerate, just talking shy. But no, I don't gamble at all. I've been to Vegas 6 or 7 times, and I walk in, all my mates sit and play blackjack for fucking hours. I'm like, lads, let's go fucking hang out in Vegas, and they just sit there because it's free drinks, playing blackjack. So you don't see me playing blackjack on any streams at all. I can't be arsed with it. So Vegas, but now with the slots, I definitely, when I go back to Vegas, do some slot videos. Denmark had the same experience, yes. Shipley let me 16 look in the bookies at 5p. I was hooked, yeah. Same experience. Sounds likely collect again. Sounds like an old JPM machine. Yeah, I think it was a JPM machine that let us win, and it held the jackpot 3 times. I think it was. Desmond Tutu, my favourite football score. And Desmond. Is it my favourite Desmond? Rest in peace, Desmond. I sometimes get jealous of people who have zero interest in bandits. I've lost jobs, girlfriend, as I gave fruit machines my time and money, and that's a big deal. Like, the time is as valuable as the money. I'm going to do a video on it. That's why I want it on me. That's why I like Mr. Vegas, and I want it to show how long I've played and how many spins. Because the time you waste on these fucking machines is probably more valuable. If you think of what if I was doing something else, if I was training to do something else, and because I'm a tradesman by heart, I value my time at a specific pound per hour. When I used to do consulting work, I was £50 an hour. So I'm like, if I play a slot for an hour and win a fiver, it's cost me 45 quid, right? If I value my time. So anyway, sorry. Do you wish you never started playing Faulty Bandit? Yeah, so the story was about the Faulty Bandit in the pub when I was 18, getting us all hooked on slots. I didn't clarify that when the next 4 or 5 bandits came in and we lost all our money, I eventually went, fuck this is stupid. And I never played slots for 20 odd years. When I go into pubs now, I don't ever walk over to the bandit. Somebody said to me, why don't you go into the bookies and play a bandit in the bookies? I haven't been in the bookies for, holy shit. Well, I must have been in the last 10 years, but I can't think of it. I think one Saturday night we went in because there was either horse racing on. My mates were into horse racing or something. We went in to watch something that was only on in the bookies. It's the only time I've been in the bookies for years. Yeah, so I didn't stay hooked. I left, right? Should gambling be illegal, and what do you think of... Should gambling be illegal, and what do you think of streamers going to Ireland? Would love to know. Should gambling be illegal? No. Should booze be illegal? I guess gambling's worse than booze. No, I don't think so. I think, I live in Doncaster. The fucking race course is one of the biggest industries here. And it's a good day, especially. The one day that I went racing. The first time I went to the Ledger, when I come back from Bermuda, was like 2008 or 2009. And, this is a degenerate story. I walked up and put a tenner. So I went on tenner on number 7, Thunderball. Yeah, I want a tenner on number 7, Thunderball. And the guy said, Thunderball's it next race. And I said, all right, I'll have a tenner on number 7 here. And it was Magical Mystery Tour or something like that. 33-1. It won by 12 lengths. I was like, fucking hell. That day I had 4 winners out of 7 races, I think. I woke up in the morning, there were £20 notes everywhere. It was fucking awesome though. 33-1 at a tenner. And it won by 13 lengths. And then every time I've been to races since, apart from the time where I chucked dice to pick numbers, I took 2 dice once, so I could never bet on number 1, and I just dropped them. My mate and his mum, and my other mate were there, and they were all massive into horse racing, and they'd like me studying form and studying everything, and I just used to go, right, I'm betting on number 6, and I went, and I had 3 or 4 winners, and by the end of the day, they're all let's just go with Paul's dice. So anyway, I digress. Should gambling be illegal? No, but I think definitely people have got to be very fucking careful of it, and it's becoming too casual. I mean, every bloody advert, after 9 o'clock at night, nearly every advert on TV's gambling related. So I think people have to be very careful, like they have to be fucking careful of heroin. You have to go like, once you've had a touch, once you've had a taste, and if you love it, you're fucking done for life. But no, I don't think it should be illegal. What do I think of streamers going to Ireland? I think it's fucking ridiculous, but that's down to them, isn't it? They're all going to move from the island. I'll tell you now, the streamer progression. Now, I've done this the opposite way. If you see my first ever slot video, I was pissed up, shocker, doing £100 a spin Goonies on Goonies, and I posted that video, and it got traction. That video on the other channel got about 70,000 views. And I lost $2,000 in that video. On the balance, I actually got back to level on the night and got the hell out of Dodge. But yeah, then now I'm down and I'm very happy at 20p a spin. I feel like that's, I like playing 20p a spin. The progression of a UK slot streamer is the other way though. They will start low, they will go higher. You'll see some of them are prattling about on crypto now. They will move countries. Right? I lived in Bermuda for 10 years, so I understand moving to an island for tax reasons or for fucking dodging fucking... I didn't move to Bermuda for tax reasons when I was 22, but there was tax benefits. So the progression is, if you want to keep slot buying, and if you want to keep bonus buying, and you want to do auto spins, and you want to go fast spins and all that, then other than VPNing, which nobody would have put up with in the long run, and to be fair, VPN just keeps crashing anyway, you have to move to Ireland. And if you want to play stake and all that Curaçao bollocks, everybody's gone to be a Malteser, aren't they? So the progression is Ireland to crypto, the crypto islands, Malta. Everybody fucking loves the Maltesers. They must all sit in cafes together because all the casinos are there. It's amazingly stake, isn't it? It's in Curaçao. But if you start Googling casinos, or you start getting payouts from casinos if you're lucky enough, sent from Malta, sent from Gibraltar, sent from Curaçao, or some dodgy fucking island. Gambling's actually banned in Bermuda, so none of them will be in Bermuda. So yeah, they're all going to fuck off eventually and get to Malta. To be fair, they're all going to go. Enough of them are going to go. Crypto, Malta, fake as fuck. They'll fuck it up for everybody. The crypto casino guys and the progression towards it. I saw some streamers the other day on stake and I'm thinking, oh yeah, next step for you, is it? In your last final cash grab before YouTube and Twitch bans all YouTubers because it's completely fake as fuck. So yeah, I think it's ridiculous that they're moving countries for to to further a gambling stream. Like, listen, I'll tell you, moving away from your family is a big fucking deal, and moving to a country to play fucking slot machines, to a place you don't know anybody, and other than fucking other slot machine players, you know, your friends are here, your friends that you've lived with, your family's here, and you can't, you know, I'm not going to tell people not to move away, because I loved living in Bermuda for 10 years, but things happened, I moved back. I moved back because my mum died, right? So when my mum died, and people, so this is fucking hell, this is getting a long video now, isn't it? Paradigm shift, paradox shift. People say, oh, look at him, fucking lives with his dad, 40-odd-year-old, fucking loser in a box room. Right, well, I'll paradigm shift you right fucking now. As my mum was dying of cancer, I lived in Bermuda. I had a beautiful girlfriend. I had $100,000 a year job. I had, which paid about $25,000 a year bonus. And everything was fucking swell. I was engaged, all that sort of stuff, right? My mum got a brain tumour September 2006. On December 21st, 2006, she died of that brain tumour. As she's in the hospital, she said to me, promise me you won't leave your dad on his own. Right? She said, promise me, Paul, promise me you'll not leave him on his own. So, within 6 months of that, and probably, this is another thing with addiction, right? You don't realise you're addicted until something bad happens to you. So, they always say Bermuda's 60,000 alcoholics clinging to a rock. So with addiction, and you guys, in that last video where I said you've got to be careful of watching slot streamers, because when you're on a good plane, when we're all doing well, we're all happy, and we can do our addiction, we can do so many slots, we can do so many beers. But when something bad happens and you drop off a cliff, that's when you start doing stuff that's stupid. So that's not exactly why I left Bermuda, but it put me in free fall. But I'd also promised my mum that I wouldn't leave him on his own. And then he started phoning me on Friday nights and leaving messages on my phone because he was struggling. And I came home to visit. My sister had Ben, my nephew, and I just decided I didn't want to live there anymore because the people in Bermuda were wonderful, but they were not close friends or close family. Even though they're good friends, they're not my friend. I'm about it. Oh shit, in 15 minutes, I'm going to drive my mate to get his car MOT'd and I'm going to bring him back. We went to nursery together. We met each other when we were 2-year-old. Right? So don't move in different countries for some fucking bullshit job, some bullshit fucking, you think you're going to have a fucking wonderful life. Your friends and family are more fucking important. Your proper friends and family. So, yes, holy shit, what do I think? I think I told you. There! Thanks, Oliver. Lias says, okay, mate, I'll ask some serious questions. With the gambling white paper being delayed furthermore, what changes to UK gambling regulations would you make? And what are your thoughts on the proposed SCW, which I had to ask what that meant. It's the single something wallet. Some split opinions are single track across. Yeah, it's something to do with a wallet across. Right, so I don't really know. I thought about this. I don't like deposit limits. I'm really against it for the simple reason I never like to leave a balance in my account. My coffee's going cold. This got longer. I only got about 10 questions. I don't like to leave a balance in my account, so I like to play. I like to chuck 20 quid in. If I'm lucky, and a few times I have been, it gets to 100, 150, and I take it out. Or if I'm chasing a bit, I put 100 in, maybe I'll get to 90 or 80, but at the end of the day, I want to withdraw it. I don't want to sit there, because when I've had my balance go up, I get loose. And I think what casinos want you to do is get loose with your money, to not go, right, instead of playing 50 spins on a game, I play 100, because the balance is up there. I want to clear the balance, and then just keep putting money back in. But what happens when you do that is you hit deposit limits. Now, the net difference, the net profit loss, to me, is more important than the deposit limit. Are you up or down, and how much can you afford to be up or down, is it much different than deposits. I think deposits are bollocks. So, yes, I think across platform wallets, so each casino can see information, but then that's sharing data that they'd all fucking love to see. That you can't. But again, the net balance, not how much have I deposited here, how much have I deposited there, how much have I lost there, how much have I lost there? Because casinos don't want you to double your fucking money and chase a loss, do they? Don't chase your losses is a big fucking, and I agree with it. but the only way you're going to get it back is if you chase it. So it's a bit of a fucking, I don't know. So yeah, that one's, I've not got my head around that yet. I've just said next question. As far as slot machines, I think the RTP, I don't think slot providers should be able to change RTPs as much as give more than one RTP machine. I think every provider should provide a slot machine like Blueprint Gaming do and Big Time Gaming and Thunderkick, I think. Only one RTP on the machine. No, there is no variance. Right? They don't offer different types of the same machine. So the RTP should show on the welcome screen. And I actually think some form of how popular that game is. I need to get somebody educate me on how a slot machine plays closer to the RTP the more people play. I need to get an explanation for that because that's going to answer the next question. I know that is a thing, right? That the more people playing it, the better the chances it playing to it RTP. So if the game is fucking dead, the RTP is irrelevant because it'll just be fucking, you know, you can win on a shit RTP game, but you need more and more people to be playing it to get the chance of winning, right? So I think there should be some sort of way of showing RTP, how volatile it is, and how popular it is. How many people have spun it this week? Maybe it's how many times it's spun in the last hour. How many? You know, something like that. Some way of showing that it's being popular. This game has been bet on 100,000 times in the last day. Whatever that stat is, so that gives the person playing the information on the RTP and the knowledge that people are playing it. Inside the game, I like the net profit. I do like that when it works. I'd like to see it say how many spins you've had, and it shows you how long you've been playing. I'd like it to show how many spins you've had and your current RTP, because that wouldn't be hard to work out, would it? If the net profit's there, you can show wager divided by spins or whatever for win, whatever that. It could show you that. You could show your current RTP. So if you find yourself going down to 50% RTP, and you play for a while, maybe played 100 spins, you're playing at 50, you know you've lost half your money, and you're now chasing a 50x bonus, which is a good bonus. What else would I do? What else would I do on the... I want to talk about dark nudges in a video soon, and I've got an article saved about dark nudges, and it's about them pushing certain fucking slots to you. Certain Mr. Vegas, you're thinking, well, I want to see newest games. At least Betfred shows me newest games. Mr. Vegas are still pushing fucking. If you go to Mr. Vegas, their first game they show is Book of Dead, right? Dark nudges, people 50 spins here, here's 150 free spins on fucking Money Train 2. When I see that advert, I'll tell you, I laugh my bollocks off. Well, I don't. I internally, my space monkey laughs. So dark nudges, I'd love to see slot providers show data on somewhere, show an API. This is how many spins. This is how many winning spins. This is how many losses. This is the RTP, current RTP of the machine. And then give some sort of data that says, if there's 1,000 spins, how many of those 1,000 on average are dead spins? How many are money lost spins? How many are money back spins? How many are double monies, 5x, 10x, 100x? You know, give us some fucking breakdown of their fucking mystery wheel spin. Yeah, I'm going to come back with maybe a better answer to all that. The final question, holy shit, sorry, I didn't think these 13 questions had dragged me right out into the... What was your biggest loss in one gambling session? It was, and it was when I first started gambling and I thought each casino controlled the slot machines. I didn't realise all the slot machines are controlled by the provider of the slot machine, not the casino. And I started tracking day on day how much I was winning. It was a little bit before the Unibet stuff that I did. If you watch my old videos where I tracked my Unibet wagers and losses and RTP, I went to video slots, because of the Bandit. The Bandit recommended video slots, so I signed up. So the Bandit probably fucking earned 40% of this fucking loss. I'm not sure if I signed up with his link though. And this actually ties into the last question as well. I was playing Goonies. I literally only played Goonies when I played slots. If you watched any of my videos, all of them were Goonies videos. And I went to Mr. Vegas, and not Mr. Vegas, which, well, ironically, I'm at Mr. Vegas now. I went to video slots and played Goonies and fucking got dicked. Never seen anything like it. But I think it was when it was becoming less and less popular, and this is what I want to talk about with playing RTP when it's less popular, is Goonies dropped off a cliff. Just all of a sudden, no bonuses, no lights, nothing, it just went whoosh. So before, for months and months, and including that £100 spin video, I'd been able to outrun the Goonies. I'd been able to play a pound a spin, put 100 quid in, play a pound a spin, lose, put 200 quid in, play £2 a spin, lose, put 500 quid in, play a fiver a spin, lose, put 1,000 in, play £10 a spin, lose, put 2,000 in, play £20 a spin, win, fucking hell, you just bit up, rinse it on a video, lucky bastard, get out of Dodge, right? Now that was always going to catch up with me eventually, but it actually caught up with me on video slots, and I lost 9 grand in a day. The most I'd ever won in a day was 9 grand, which was about 5 weeks before, playing PokerStars, Buffalo Rising. Now it's called Buffalo Rinsing. I got to a fiver spin on that. It won 9 grand in a bonus. Played tenner a spin. Won 4 grand, and I think I cashed out at 9,000 up. So I think that was probably why the trigger of 9,000 down was me leaving, and then fucking video slots sent me 250 back in a rate back or whatever it is. I told them to go fuck themselves because I thought that I thought the casino owned the slot. I thought the casino decided, and I was pissed off at the Bandit for sending me to video slots and being absolutely shit. When the reality was Goonies had fell off a cliff. No, it's a blueprint. So video slots wouldn't have given the shit RTP like they do. But I was blaming video slots and the Bandit for my worst ever fucking day. The other big one was 7 grand when I was chasing the Unibet, when I used to graph it all out and I was 7 grand down. I went, oh, fuck it, threw a Hail Mary, £10 a spin, got back. Same the other week with the fivers, winning 6 and a bit. 6, yeah, got a bit of that went back in. Not a lot, but yeah, 9 grand. That was not a fucking good day, that one. But yeah, kind of awakening. I think sometimes with these gambling, you have to go through this sort of learning curve. Like I've took my time away, and now I'm very happy at 20p a spin. Every time I put 20 quid in, I know it's there to be lost and it's there to be gone. And if I'm not willing to lose it and be okay, then I shouldn't be playing. So hopefully that was the world's longest Q&A. I didn't mean to go that long. Sorry. If you've got any questions, ask them in this one, and hopefully before I get more than 10, I'll do another video. If this is interesting, I don't know, it might be boring as anything. But thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Ciao for now. Punk out.
I ain't asking for permission, no. I don't have to say I'm sorry. I ain't staying in the background, no, 'cause I don't need your worry. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, don't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode.